Okay, let's start putting in some windows. I'm not going to be too particular about style here. We're just going to use our basic fixed windows. I'll just pick a shape here, maybe a 24 by 72. And we'll just come in and I'll just place one. Because what I want to do is um, really kind of align that with the front, with that front opening. And now that I have that placed, I know it's in that wall section. And I'm just going to use the move tool now to kind of control my alignment here. And let's experiment now a little bit with patterning. So I'm going to just copy this over and we'll try to go some kind of an even number, but see we've got that extra space there, which is actually fine. And let's go ahead now and I'm going to take and duplicate this and pull one down. And this is really up to the idea that they're always hugging an edge. And let me go ahead and edit the type here. And what I want to do is I'll just make this wider. Actually, I've got to duplicate it first. So this style 2. And we'll make it, let's make it 10 feet and make it 4 feet wide. And then we'll pull that into alignment. It's kind of nice how we can snap it to the other one. And let's say I don't quite like what I'm doing here, but I'm going to kind of go with it for a little bit. Let's put that one right in the center there. Okay, so that's just one arrangement, and like I said, I'm kind of on the fly here, so let's just take this one now, and when I mean I'm on the fly and I'm not really being very, I guess, clever, we'll just move this over 10 feet so it's exactly in the same position again. And then we might just change this arrangement around a little bit. I'm going to move this window, I'll just stick it over here for now. I'm going to take this window and pull it up to the top. I didn't mean to let that overlap like that, so I got an error coming up. Let me get my mouse in the right spot so I can delete that. And we lost that window, not a big deal. It's frustrating because I know I know you could be making these arrangements as quickly as I could. So if you want, you can go ahead and do that. I have a hard time with my double screen here. It wants to snap back to my recording screen. Okay, now we'll just take these two and copy them over 10 feet or 20 feet. We're actually going to leave, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to take those again and I'm just going to copy them over 10 feet, move them 10 feet. Leave this one blank. So we have that kind of a blank panel reveal. And we're going to leave this one blank. And then in the last one, we're going to just put some curtain wall in. And we'll keep, for the storefront entry. So what I'll do is I'll go back to, actually we'll work just right in this mode here. I'll go to architecture, wall, and we'll grab storefront. And what I want to do here is I want to have that obviously picture framed again within that opening. So I'm just going to shorten it down a little bit. And we'll look at that from the south elevation. And I'm gonna kind of just wing it here. I'm gonna see if that looks fairly centered. And we'll look at this in another 3D view again. So there we have, I think that's enough for that kind of experimentation with the facade, but you can see how much more interest that kind of, that carving in. So let's actually just grab a quick 3D view of this. So I'm gonna go to the site view. I'll pull back here and I'll grab the camera. So I'm preparing these because we're obviously going to want to have like a little bit of a final output, and I'll give this I created some common renderings. There we go. So we have the start of, even without any planning at all, you can see how we now have the flexibility of modulating windows that could be specific to functions that are happening within the space, and then having them have some kind of a regularity or uniformity is based on the way we have that the depth created by our opening. We might actually want to look at this from the other view. I'm going to move the camera over this way and take a look at it. And I think this is a little more interesting view, because if you you can start to see that shadow line that's created with those recesses. So that concludes the the idea of the work with this. I'm obviously, I hate to leave it sometimes because I'm a little bit troubled with what I've done here with this. I'd almost like to pick one height or another here. It's not lining up with anything else in the facade, so that would really need some more work with it, I think. So hopefully you'll take it to the next level, and next we'll take another peek at another type of facade style.